Hey, this is Notser, and this is the Tier 3 Imperial Russian Navy cruiser Bogatyr. It has 16 main guns, a surface detection of 10.3 kilometers, top speed 24 knots, total health 23,000. For my modules, reduce crit chance on main battery, reduce flood and fire chance. For my commander, situation awareness, faster turret traverse. We are on the map Big Race, and it's a lobby game. I tried to get tier 10s, just too passive, not entertaining. We had success in the tier 10 Soviet cruiser, but it just wasn't a hard carry. Most kills 2, maybe 3. It's really hard when half the team refuses to play the game for the first 10 minutes. I just don't understand the mindset that you would play a game and then wait. But down here at lobby territory, that does not exist at all. Fast, furious fun. That's what I can quantify these games at. Now, the Bogatyr has a very long reload. Very long. 8-9 seconds. It does benefit from advanced firing training and basic firing training. These are 130mm guns. I did, however, have a normal commander, roughly. So, maybe if you really love the lobby game, you can have a super leveled character. But for now, standard game, no AA whatsoever, so those aircraft carriers are going to be an issue. Thankfully, they weren't going for me. And you can see, nope, not sir. There is absolutely nothing you can do to increase your accuracy against aircraft because there are no AA. This ship is from a distant past where aircraft can't attack ships. You're crazy. But while that's going on, we are of course engaging this Omaha. He's moving right outside of our range. We've got a couple fires on him. A couple shots doing really good damage. This enemy tier 3, I believe, Tenyu, is close. So we're going to try and engage him. And you can see we're doing pretty good damage. We're landing a lot of shots. And here we get to get the kill. Who's going to get the kill? I think we have a chance. We get another fire on him, I believe. Yeah, I think we had another fire. He puts him out previously, but now he's, of course, going to die to the fire. And I'm just going to... Yeah, we kill him with fire. An enemy St. Louis is coming into range. And for all intents and purposes, they're pretty much the same ship. They have a lot of guns. A lot of guns. I believe the rate of fire is slower on the Soviet cruiser, but it does a little bit more damage. I think that's what's going on. But if you enjoyed the St. Louis, you're going to enjoy the Soviet cruiser. It doesn't have quite as much health as you can see. 29,000 on the St. Louis versus 23,000 on the Bogatyr. And we're landing a couple shots. He's not really landing as many shots on us. We do get a fire, which is great, of course. He transfers to the friendly battleship, and we're trying to get the other side of our ship involved. These ships down here, they don't care about the direction that your guns are pointed because the whole ship is covered in them. And that makes it kind of fun. Someone does a big shot, maybe the battleship got a citadel. The St. Louis has put out our fire though. If we can get another fire, there we go. We should be able to make sure he dies, and I catch the New York a little bit. Sorry, friend. Trying to make sure. Yeah, there we go. We're safely past. But whoa, we overshot so much. Friendlies are just shoving rounds left and right into him. Who's going to get the kill? I think we got it this time. Yeah. See you later, St. Louis. Now, that Phoenix, I think the Phoenix actually died to someone else. Maybe aircraft carrier. There's a dead cruiser by the enemy aircraft carrier. He was so low, not surprised if someone went after him. There's a Congo, but he's not in range. There's a Wyoming. That's the ship that was in range. Now, if you notice how I fire, I try to fire when near max range at the top of the hull. That way, if they move left or right, there's a higher chance that you should land somewhere on the target versus at the waterline. The waterline shot is great for AP that is going to slam directly into the side, but it's not good when the plunging fire is in effect. We don't really do any damage on either one of those ships. Someone does a big shot on the Congo and he dies. The Wyoming is still a possibility, and we're going to transfer over to him. And it looks like his guns are pointed this way. We get a fire, which is great. And I would love another fire. Please give me more. Looks like his guns traversed. Maybe to try and fire on the cruiser in front of me, or maybe the battleship next to me. Either way, he's not looking at us. We can be a little bit more aggressive with our angling. He puts out the fires. That particular fire doesn't stick, I believe, if I'm reading it correctly. Oh, there's an enemy destroyer right next to him. But his immunity has worn out. Now, this fire will maintain the entire duration. If we can spread more fires, do more damage, then he's gonna die. But it looks like friendly aircraft carrier might be setting up an attack run. Yep. He's gonna take torpedoes, and we're probably not gonna get the kill. 2 torpedoes make contact, and a third one. Goodbye, Wyoming. But that doesn't mean we have nothing to do. This Minikaze has graciously offered his ship, and maybe we can take him out. Now, I have AP loaded. I kind of forgot. We fire off the last salvo of AP, and we switch to HE. Because clearly, AP is crappy against a destroyer. Okay, we need to be careful. Don't want to run into the island. You can kind of see the icon. We're good. These ships down here, they rotate so well. And I do mean so well. Trying to play a high tier ship and coming back down, it's like night and day on how quick the rudder responds. There is the simple joy that if you're having a bad day, just go down to low tier and you can have some fun. The Minikaze, trying to use his smoke in a last-ditch effort to save his life, it's not going to work. And we try and sort of predict where he's going. We overshoot ever so slightly. I think I've set it up a little bit better. We land 2 of the 3. And he should die if we have a good salvo accuracy. I think I missed. Oh, but the dispersion did no damage, of course. Here we go. I think we're good. Yeah, there we go. We took it just before a friendly battleship tried to shove a ton of rounds into him. Now, the north side has been dominant. But the south side, the enemy team has pushed into our base. They're probably going to kill the Bogue. And this isn't looking good. Königsberg, Wyoming. We've got a Myogi. And whatever the aircraft carrier is, he's a little far back. He's not really the issue. The issue is, of course, the ships right in front of me. Now, I have range on only one of them. I was just trying to race back. There's no way the Bogue is getting away. The best thing we can do is try and kill him as quickly as possible. And I'm just not in range. The only target I can fire on is behind an island. So we're just making a quick check. The Bogue is dying rapidly. Looks like the other aircraft carrier has torpedo bombers on approach. The Königsberg is about to be lit up. He's not looking at us at all, which is fantastic. And we let out a full broadside salvo. Do 1800. I'm pretty satisfied with that. And we try and do it again before the islands, of course, get in the way. And oh, we got another 1800 plus a fire. Smooth. Very smooth. All of the battleships seem to be taking fire from pretty much everyone in the area. Not really concentrating. I would have hoped everyone would go after the really low health target. But it doesn't look like it's working out that way. We get another great salvo and set him on fire. He had used damage control. He's trying to fire on our position. We take him out. We don't take too much damage. We do lose 1 gun, but who cares? There's like 14 guns on this ship. And now just these 2 battleships over here. Looks like this Omaha's recovering from slamming into an island. Of course, I know all too well how terrible islands are. They are just awful. You have to be vigilant, or they will get you. We get a couple friendlies trying to capture the base, of course, and that's awesome. This Omaha, you gotta die. Yeah, he died. The Wyoming is the first target that I'll be able to engage. We try and fire just a little bit too early, slam a lot of rounds into the island, and of course, we straddle the target, because why not? And he's trying to return fire, angle against. Ooh, that was a big shot. Yeah, the general consensus of the Soviet cruisers is they take more damage than your average, but hey, our team's able to capture out, and I felt like I performed pretty well. I felt like the ship did a good job, earned Confederate Arsonist. We also got 4 kills, 13 fire set, 1,230 base XP. Really tiny, but it's a tier 3 in a tier 5 match. I like those odds. We did around 72,000 points of damage in a tier 5 match. Felt great. And that's how you should treat it. Just have fun. I hope you enjoyed this ship. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I'll catch you next time.